So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They're going to the air on the first play. Finds his man. It's Peters. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. The shotgun handoff here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Inside deals now from the shotgun. And the Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Sooners pick up enough for a first down here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Sooners. Impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Point after, not right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry, Kirk. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is, and I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
To throw, it's Hunt. That's reeled in. It's Claiborne. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side, they want to grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young. I mean, it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Hunt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Longhorns are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's a draw to the back. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Well, the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's like a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now they'll come up 2nd down and goal from the 10. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back. It's Hunt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield field because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
But this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Sooners are going to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. The Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. To the air, it's Hunt. Pass rush closing in. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a second down and long. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. Delayed handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you could close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Back to throw. It's Hunt. A screen to the wide receiver. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. He's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty, except 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After missing the field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on 3rd down to even get into field goal range. Looking to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Peters. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. The 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back to pass. It's Hunt. Catch hauled in here over the middle. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grabbed by the receiver.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
That ball snagged for a completion. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He finds his man. That completion sets up a second down play. Looking for a man. Quick throw caught over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, and we're going to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Second down after that short completion. Dropping back, it's Hunt. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. No surprise, offense going for it on fourth down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
He breaks free. Tackled, but first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. And the back now goes in motion. Hands off to the fullback. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Dropping back, it's Hunt. Pass caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking right. This one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid. Game. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking downfield, it's Hunt. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Great job by this defense once again on that third down, and now we get to fourth down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on fourth down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position. Longhorns will line up to boot it away. And finally, we have a punt
the first of the game for either team. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Grab near the sticks. It's Peters. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the catch downfield. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Peters. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the ball. That's solid run. Good for first down yardage. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Has a gap to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense is still clicking. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They'll run it here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the second down play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's Hunt. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it in the open. Here he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns. No chance to catch him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity, still with the game in balance. Who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Using his legs, it's Cleveland. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Hunt. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Longhorns are on the move here. Using his legs, it's Claiborne.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He fires downfield. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. It's a draw play. He finds some space. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Going for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's Claiborne. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Was that supposed to be a sweep? Unbelievable job by this defense of recognizing the play and showing their speed there to blow this play up.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Looking to pass, it's Hunt. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Great catch when they desperately needed it. As an important score, we've got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the two-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
Oklahoma Sooners will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Opening a quarterback sneak here. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Sooners looking to just run the clock out here in the final minute. A shotgun run call. Refuses to go down. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.